The views and opinions expressed on Slam Radio PH are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of Wusa Studios, its management, other hosts, or advertisers. The shows produced by Wusa Studios can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and might include strong themes, images, sex, or language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wow, even before the show started, we already started making fun of ourselves.
Yeah.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 32, I do believe, or something like that, of Slam Radio PH. My name is Aaron Ataide, the managing editor for SlamOnlinePH.com. To my right, Mr. Nico Ramos. And to my far right, the extreme lover, Robbie Raya. Wow.
The now always dapper.
Yeah, I'm loving
Robbie
this. Is that your
I need
2014 resolution?
I need to make up for my kakupalan. So, mas mukha akong kagalang-galang.
Might as well look good.
Diba?
Oh.
You might as well look good being kupal. That's my advantage over Calvin Abueva.
Kasi siya, he might not be doing anything bad, pero dahil yung itsura niya mukhang bad boy.
Mukha na rin siyang legit kupal. Ako, hindi ako mukhang kupal, pero kupal ako.
You can only have one or the other.
Yes.
One or the other.
Holy shit, this is it. This is how we start the show.
Wow.
If you guys want to call us up, we got some numbers. We'll be flashing the numbers. You can also Skype with us. Hey, look. Oh, we came down to pretty much our natural lighting.
The gluta wore off.
That was pretty quick, too.
That was fast.
Ganun lang eh. Okay na eh. All right, we're going to start the show the way that we always start the show, and it is with a shout-out moment. This is where we get to give a shout-out to everyone, anyone in the basketball world, so to say. And I would like to shout-out. I will go first to Mr. Nico Ramos.
This is not good.
The only man that did everything this week. Okay, he called a game for Fox. He courtside on Friday, and for TV5. Then he did the play-by-play for radio on Sunday. This guy did everything.
Yeah,
this
I did.
week, man.
I guess I
Props
did.
to you, man.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
man.
Slam Radio PH. So you did everything, bro.
And I'm still broke. How does that happen?
I don't know. I'm broke too. I got one. I had one. We should be rich like him. Yun nga lang kupal ka rin.
It comes with it.
Okay, who did you shout out this week?
Well, since obviously I have seen quite a couple of basketball games this week.
Medyo.
Hey, I want to shout out to Coach Otto Agustin.
Wow.
Of Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. First of all, for being the overall great guy.
Yeah, that he is.
I've barely ever said more than 5 words to Coach Otto.
Really?
After the win yesterday, he didn't stop me, tapped me on the back. I
Really?
think he was feeling real good about that win.
Yeah.
Said a lot of really nice things. So props to him. And also, we say a lot of things about Ginebra doing well because of Japet and because of Greg and because Mark has accepted this new role or whatever. But I think just incredible coaching by Otto Agustin or whoever runs the timeouts at Ginebra these days. Somebody's doing it. He stuck with Eman. Eman had like a costly turnover and a couple of errors before he hit that 3 and got those assists, which sparked the comeback. So he stuck with Eman. He sat Mark down and stayed with Helterbrand. And then Helterbrand hit that big 3.
Yep.
So tough calls to make for a coach coaching a team like Ginebra, but he made them. They got the win. So props to him. And I would like to give reverse props, anti-props, to Papa Rons, Coach Ronnie Magsalop.
Yes.
And Javi
I
Nunag
was waiting for this.
for getting lost in Katipunan.
Yes. Mali yung pinuntahan nilang campus eh.
Like what Mr. Chu Villar said, one of our producers at TV5, he said that sobrang traffic sa Katipunan, sumuko etong si Papa Rons tsaka si Coach Javi, kumana na sa Ateneo. Hindi man umabot ng CP Garcia. Konti na lang left turn na yun eh.
Ayaw eh.
Dito na lang ako. Dito na.
I think that move is good for them Kasi we're gonna teach them how to win.
You're gonna teach them how to win.
We're gonna teach them how to win.
Wow.
Kasi feeling ko, especially
Wow.
si,
Hey, man.
si Coach Javi.
Hey. Ronnie won a championship. It's unbetter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Though.
with Avi.
That's true though.
Yeah, so they
Pero,
have more
Nag-coach na ba sila
championships.
sa UP?
No.
No,
Hindi
no.
pa, diba?
They have more
Good thing
championships.
for us!
Yeah.
Kinabahan ako dun Akala ko nag-coach na sila sa UP.
Wala pa, bro.
Wala pa.
Real Madrid pa rin yung head coach ng UP.
I just want to say, from this point forward, I'm calling it early.
Okay.
Every single Ateneo win that they will get in the coming season, the UAAP, I will take pride in. Magyayabang ako, and half of those wins belong to UP.
Should be credited to UP.
Because with Bo Perasol, Ricky
Oo nga,
Dandano,
no?
Javi
and now
Nunag.
Javi Nunag and Ronnie Magsanok,
UP. UP
it's
fight.
an entire UP core in the coaching staff. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sana nga lang makuha rin ng Ateneo yung mga wins din. Kailangan makopy din yung mga wins ng UP at ilipat din sa
Hell
Ateneo.
no.
Ano?
Hell no.
I've proposed a deal. We've given you pretty much all our leading coaching candidates at the collegiate and professional level. All we ask is 30 in return. I think it's a
I
fair
think that
trade.
is a fair deal.
I think it's a fair
I think that's a
trade.
fair deal.
I think
Wait,
it's a fair
let
trade.
me think about that. Oh,
Kahit-
hindi, wag na lang.
Kahit si Subido na lang daw. Kunin nyo na lang, please. All right, shout out, Mr.
I
Robbie
have
Raya.
a shout out for Mr. Coach Charles Chu.
Wow!
Belated happy birthday.
Yes,
to
okay.
my man,
Oh.
Coach Charles.
you're not
Belated
going
happy
there.
birthday.
Actually,
you're not going
it isn't our Who Did You See This Week segment yet, but I did see Mr. Charles Chu.
I had a game with him last Saturday.
Well, I saw him on Saturday. And I was
Oh,
like,
nasa Araka mo rin siya.
hindi, I don't know what you're talking about. Sabi ko, Uy, basta? He goes, happy birthday. And he goes, thanks, bro. Pa-surplus ka naman. Charles Chu! Ng drinks. Pa-surplus ng drinks. That's what he was trying to say.
Charles is one of the richest dudes here in Manila.
In Manila.
Pero makakatipid siya kung gusto niya magtipid.
Oo.
Tipid talaga si Charles.
That guy is very thrifty, so to say. Ibig sabihin nun, kuripot yung tao nun.
Oh, hindi ko sinabi yun, Charles.
Hindi,
Ha?
alam na lahat ng tao dyan dahil sa FTW. Alam nila na gano'ng kakuripot yung tao na yan. Tumawag siya kay Miko Halili. Sa state si Charles.
Oh.
Miko, saan ba yung McDo dito? Hindi ko alam. Calling the Philippines para mahanap yung McDo. Good job.
Good job, Charles.
Okay.
Good job on your Instagram post as well.
Oh, we start out the show with give me some Barako news.
Barako news!
Okay, this team lost last night. Let's give Ginebra their credit. They pulled out a pretty badass win last night in true Ginebra fashion. But hey, before that, 3 out of 4 wins. Dorian Peña averaging 14.5 and 10.5 before last night. They are looking like they can lock in maybe the 6th seed in going into the playoffs.
But they can still fall off, right?
They can still fall off. They can still drop down to 9 and not make it, but I don't see that happening. JC Intal, most improved player of the year so far. It's down to him and Dorian Peña. But is this team legit? Can they bring back those memories? Remember that year where Manong Brigade started?
Yeah.
And then it was the same core. It was Willie, Dorian, and Mick when they pushed almost to the semis. Can they do it again this year?
I like Barako. I mean, a loss is a loss, a win is a win in basketball. But if there ever was, a team that you have to applaud, even though they lost, it was Barako last night. I mean, I really honestly think lumamang sila sa Ginebra ng masyadong maaga. Because, I mean, Ginebra is not a front-running team. I think they would rather fall behind. I think that's the Ginebra MO. I mean, whether they plan it or not, they would rather fall behind para they come up with that big run para makahabol sa dulo. I think Barako stepped on the gas. They pressed the nos a little too early. But they were right in there. I mean, they had all the tools. They were right in there. Dorian is playing out of his mind in those last few games. This team just beat Petron. We have to give props to Denok Miranda.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Denok he's been leading this team in scoring. I think pretty much for the conference.
Yeah.
So far, and just incredible point guard play from Denok. And I mean, you're right, JC and Tal. Look. I'll be the first to say I've made fun of JC and Tal in the past.
A lot.
With
A
all
lot,
those
a lot.
all-star appearances.
Yes.
A lot.
It's happened. He deserves it.
It's because JC Intal looks like he's a great player. He's athletic, he's built, he's long, he's got that great form.
He's from Ateneo.
Yeah, the look.
Apparently that didn't help. Okay.
Kompleto yung forma, guwapings.
Bianca.
Yeah, he should be a franchise player. And then I've said before, na si JC parang perennially malas. Kasi maganda yung shot, maganda yung arc, good line, di lang ma-shoot. But he's gotten over the injuries. He's worked hard. He's very proud of it, as he should be. And JC Intal is a legitimate go-to guy, especially in a team like Barako Bull. And what a performance he's been putting on. And you're right. I don't see them falling off. They're gonna do some damage in the playoffs.
I think they're gonna do pretty
But
good.
I think we're pretty sure that this team will. The chances of this team going to the semis are very, very bleak. I mean, let's be honest. I think this Barako is like the Atlanta Hawks
Okay.
of the PBA. What I mean by that is they're playing above their talent. Pero same with the Atlanta Hawks. Alam mong hindi malayong mararating nila eh. Kasi kulang na kulang talaga.
Okay. Let's say that they get in at because right now they're pegged at 7th.
5 and 8, right?
Yeah, 5 and 8. They will be up against Petron.
With a twice to beat
With a
advantage.
twice
for
to beat
Petron.
advantage. Yeah. I mean, I don't see them making the semis. If they do, they need to get it up to maybe 6th and hope that San McCoffey drops off somewhere. San McCoffey or Meralco, because they do have the quotient over both of them, I do believe. But if Barako can get up to 5 or 6, they do have a chance. I would say that, okay, I'm going to put it out there. A lot of people might not agree with this, especially with how we started the conference and everybody was bashing them, saying that this team was just trading away players. And, I mean, they look like a solid team. If Barako, on its A game, went up against Talk and Text, with the way Talk and Text is playing right now, can they beat Talk and Text?
I think it's not as crazy as
Petron.
Yeah, and it's not as crazy as it would have been had you said that to me at the start of the conference. I think that Talk and Text is finding it harder and harder to find that switch, and this isn't like an import conference anymore, where they can have those games where they just rely on a Tony Mitchell to bail them out of games. I think that with the injury bug and with just an overall rhythm that they haven't found, and Norman not having found a regular rotation because of all these factors, it's tough. I mean, Talk and Text has looked the most vulnerable that they've looked in a Philippine Cup
Ever
in the past decade.
Yeah.
So that's always dangerous. Will Barako beat Talk and Text? Probably not.
Probably not.
But could they? Absolutely.
Pwede. Anything can happen. I think if Talk and Text had like a twice to beat advantage over Barako Bull,
Sure.
that won't happen right now. Hindi
Yeah.
na posible. Pero kung meron twice to beat, hindi best of 3. Pag twice to beat lang, may chance Barako Bull. Mainly because I think Barako Bull, Talk and Text, parang halos magkasing tanda na lang sila eh.
Oo.
Diba, Talk and Text tumanda na talaga eh. Napansin na natin eh.
Manong Brigade na rin
Manong
yung-
Brigade na rin sila. That's why I think they've been losing games in the end.
Yeah.
Talk and Text, napapagod na sila eh.
And their last 3, they lost 3 of their last 4 outings, and they're at 7 and 5. The only problem is that their last 2 games are against San McCoffey on Wednesday, and then Barangay Ginebra on Sunday.
That's tough.
Friday and then Sunday. So they could end the Philippine Cup with a 7 and 7 slate.
I think Barako has a better chance, has no chance at beating teams like Rainer Shine, Petron, and Ginebra. Why? Kasi these 3 teams are faster, more athletic, and bigger than them. I think kung meron silang pipiliin, should be Talk and Text. Pero parang malabo mangyari ngayon with
Yeah. I don't see it happening. I don't see Talk and Text dropping. Well, I don't see Baraka Bull going up that high. Meralco and San McCoffey still have an upper hand on them by half a game. But I mean, when you look at this this year, I was like looking at the box scores for the fantasy stat line of the week. This is ever since 2014 started, we've been having some really badass games.
Yeah.
We've been
At the
having
turn of
some
the year,
really
yeah.
badass games. Like, it's been insane. Almost all the games, whether they go down to the wire or there's a fight or it goes into overtime or double overtime. 2014 has been a badass year so far in terms of the PBA. We've had some great games.
I want to make a point about the fights in the PBA.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
The general sentiment about this within us should be like, hindi, masama yan for the league. Hindi. Pero as fans, don't we love it?
I love it.
I love it. When people fight in the PBA, and that's how it was back in the Jawad days.
Yes.
I mean, it's like basketball and MMA pinagsama mo eh. The entertainment value
That's
of those
actually a very good
two
point.
things combined, masaya eh. Pero there's a fine line na sana wag sumobra.
Oo.
Pero yung mga occasional na malayo yung nangyari nung kay Devance, Blakely,
Yeah.
and kay
And
Nabong,
Nabong.
and Pingris to when Abueva, the Dillinger Abueva incident happened. Pwede na eh. Not too much though.
Well, we'll show that video in just a little bit, but that brings up a good point. Because everybody on social media was saying Calvin Abueva is bad for the league, blah 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 blah. I don't think so. I really don't think that it's bad for the league.
I think I mean, Robbie's right. If there's a basketball league in the world that is, I hate to say this because I'm imagining that the commissioner will hear it and it'll piss him off. Pipitik talaga yung tenga niya when he hears this. But it's his job to keep the league clean.
Yes.
But if there's supposed to be a league that's a little stained,
Yeah.
with a little smudge, kumbaga may mancha lang ng konti, it's the PBA.
And that's its charm.
Yeah, because that's the basketball that we have in the Philippines. That's the brand of basketball
Yes.
we
Yes.
play.
Yes.
Go to
Yes.
any court in the Philippines. If you want to see a high quality game, it's a chippy game.
Oh.
Oo.
If your game is not chippy, you're not playing at a high quality game. I mean, that's all there. Even your weekend game, our weekend games, they have to get a little. Kapag nag-all, straight to 3.
Ay, oo.
I mean, that's the reason why everyone just shoots jump shots pag straight to 3. Kasi kailangan malinis.
Oo.
If you go inside, you're gonna get hurt. I mean, and we've played basketball in the States. We've seen what the NBA is like. Of course, it's also physical
Yes.
there. But, I mean, it's just such a different level
Yes.
of basketball. But the PBA's brand, this is the reason why Dorian Peña is in the league.
Yes.
Yes.
This is the reason why Calvin Abueva is a number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
It's because they're gritty and because those are the type of people that people look up to.
I mean, come on. The guy that lifted the country on his shoulders and got us a freaking silver medal is one of the chippiest players
The
in the league.
dirtiest.
Exactly. Mark Pingris
Right.
is downright dirty at times, but the fact is that's Philippine basketball.
Yes.
And I'm completely fine with that. I know that it's about trying to keep, you want to make sure that people don't look at the PBA and say, ano ba yan, puro mga hoodlum, ganyan. I mean, it's not that. The Philippines, when it comes to the basketball, and I completely agree with the both of you, that's the identity of Philippine basketball. Why shouldn't it be the identity of the Philippine Basketball Association?
Yeah, which is not to say that the commissioner should not fine or
Yeah.
suspend. I mean, I think
You do what you got to do.
not to kiss ass,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, Attorney Chito Salud, I think, has done a magnificent job. With a very difficult job that he has. I don't ever want to be commissioner of anything, let alone the PBA. But
You up mo, masaya maging commissioner sa
wala kang ginagawa. Ino-overrule ka pa natin ng
okay lang
board.
ako. All right.
But I mean, he's got to do his job, right? But as fans, I think that's the only thing that we can all control. As fans, we gotta take it easy with these comments of like, oh, Calvin is bad for this. Oh, Jared, you gotta get suspended. Oh, you gotta toss him from the game. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I mean, Jared put it perfectly after the game. He said that that's just two competitive guys. We just wanted
Yes.
to win. I mean, they're not
Yes.
going to be best friends.
No, they're not.
Not everyone's going to be the brotherhood where they
Yeah.
elbow each other in the game and then high five after games. I mean, they're not going to like each other, but I mean, they don't take it outside.
I mean, how many times when Joe was here, he said that he wanted to kick Calvin in the face like a number of times.
yeah.
But
Sa
that's, just
laro
the way,
lang.
that's just the way it is.
You know, just to explain it a bit, I play pickup games a lot. And I play it with my friends, my close friends. There are times na pag asar na asar ako dahil natatalo kami, gusto ko talagang sapakin kahit yung closest friend ko.
Oh.
Kasi I want to win.
That's the
And
way it is.
that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Diba?
And I completely agree. That it has to be that way. These guys are competitive.
Yeah, I mean, should Calvin have hit accidentally Jared in the face? No. Should Jared have pinned him down and shouted at him in his face? No. But the fact that nangyari na, they did it, just let it go. Just chalk it up to, I mean, these guys are playing high-level basketball.
For those that don't know what happened, let's take a look back at the video. And of course, this video is courtesy of Interactive and the wonderful people over at Sports 5, which is us, by the way. Let's take a look at the incident between Jared Dillinger and Calvin Abueva.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, God.
I mean, so Calvin got Jared, right? After the block. We got to talk about
We'll talk about Gary in a
Gary
little bit.
David.
about
Later,
El
we'll talk
Granada in
about
a little
Gary
bit.
later.
But there's going to be a replay here, right? And Calvin, he
Wow.
kind of got, on the follow-through of the block, in all fairness to Abueva, he kind of got Jared. The first hit on the nose, which is why Jared's nose was bleeding, was on that first hit, follow-through after the block. And then he kind of, as they were falling, Jared was pulling him down, maybe to regain his balance. And Papa Ronnie Magsanok told me this. Papa Ron said Jared got a cut, like right below the eye too.
Right
I mean, that was
there.
the first
Yeah,
hit.
that was the
One.
one. Boom.
Boom. The second
Second.
one's what cut
Yeah.
the eye.
Boom.
That
Three.
clothesline is what cut the eye.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed off Jared.
I mean, I'd be pissed as fuck too. And then the appearance.
Hop,
scream.
hop.
And then Gary comes out of the way.
ayun.
Si JV, guys, tama na.
Ay, hindi pinakita
Hindi na
si David.
pinakita. But this is another angle. Oh, God. Bam! Second one. And then
the
look, he's
clothesline right at the
still
end.
looking at him.
Yeah.
He
Oh, he
knew.
aimed
He
that.
knew. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
aimed
aimed
that
that.
shit. He knew it. He fucking knew from the.
I
from
will
the
never
get-go.
crack a Jared Dillinger joke
But
ever.
Calvin
again.
No.
has done worse.
Yeah, Calvin has done worse.
Has done
the,
worse.
The only thing is that, why do you think Jared flipped out?
Oh, I was actually.
I mean, because we were talking about it before the show, before when you weren't here yet. Would Jared have done that in talk and text?
Kung
If he was talking
player
text,
pa siya
Jared
ng talk and
Dillinger.
text.
It's hard to say. I don't think so. I
Yeah.
don't think so because it's just a different mentality playing for RG.
Yeah.
And the mood of that game, it was so different. That was the closest thing to a playoff game I've seen all season long. I mean, coming up to this tail end, lahat ng mga teams sinasabi nila, we're playing it like it's the playoffs. There was no playoff atmosphere that I've seen so far except Meralco and Alaska since the tip. Luigi was all fired up. He wanted to win that one for his dad.
Yeah, because it was the day that his dad got recognized.
Yeah, and RG. Oh man, RG was fired up in this game.
Wow.
I don't know why or what it was, but he wanted this win bad, and he was all over all of them, all of them. And earlier in the game, I actually talked to Jared before the game even started, and I actually cracked this joke with Jared. I was like, "Hey, Jared, the over/under is 5." And he's like, "On what?" "On Calvin Abueva flops." And he's like, "Oh, I'm taking the over on that easy."
Oh yeah, he got the flop. He got it going.
He got a 6-1 by the second
Yeah.
quarter. He's like, "I'm taking the over on that easy." And then Jared said, I'm going to tell you this. On the record, last year, Calvin Abueva was the hardest player to guard in the entire PBA.
Wow.
He's the hardest player to guard. 1, because they gave him all the calls. And 2, because you never knew what he was going to do. And 3, because people were scared that, they might get hurt.
Yeah.
But now, and Jared said, but now, we kind of know what he's going to do. And we know that, he's really not going to, flip out or anything. That he's all these antics. And then what really set Jared off, I think, was when Calvin started going at Gary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he was really going at Gary. And Gary was in a rhythm. And Jared's very protective, obviously, of his teammate. So when that happened, he he just lost it.
I think when Dillinger snapped, I think it was an accrual of lahat ng pagkapikon niya kay Calvin ever since Talk and Text days pa. I mean, yun nga, as you said kanina, it was like a playoff type atmosphere. And ako, nung nagkakainitan na, I felt it. I felt that it was coming. And the only thing I was surprised about was nung akala mo kasi sa unang tingin chino-choke siya eh.
Oo.
Pero ginaganon lang yung damit.
Mm.
So yung parang putang ina mo pikon na ako sa iyo Yung parang ganun.
Tagal ko na tong kinimkim.
Oo. Tapos na-surprise din ako sa reaction ni Gary David.
Yeah.
Pero natawa ako more than surprise.
Lumapit eh.
Kasi nakita ina nyo tumigil kayo.
I think Gary will say, yun lang yung gusto niyang gawin.
Oo.
Hindi niya sasapakin si Calvin, sasapakin niya sila pareho.
Oo.
Uy, respect the game, guys.
Guys, that's not fun.
But if you were commish,
Yeah.
number one, ano yung sanctions?
Hindi, okay. Para masaya. Let's do the judgment
Okay.
Showtime style. Okay? So, kailangan...
Ito score mo.
Ito score
Ito
mo.
score mo! Ganon. Okay?
Horado.
Horado! Air na tayo de. Nung nakita ko yung away, no? Gusto ko yung style nyo. Gusto ko yung in unison. May mga galaw kayo na
Gusto ko
sabay-sabay.
yung galaw nyo.
Oo. Pero I think masyado malakas yung sigaw ni JD. Narinig ko sa may nag-text eh. Kaya itong score nyo, 1 game suspension each, 20,000 peso fine.
Okay.
20?
20,000 peso fine each. According to my Showtime calculations.
Okay. Clink, cling, cling.
Question mark.
Question.
Hoy, hindi ako nanonood ng Showtime ha. Hindi ko
Ako,
sure
ano?
yan.
Pinapanood mo dahil kaya.
Hindi. Uy.
Nagustuhan ko yung intensity nyo. Nagustuhan ko yung intensity nyo sa laro. Naintindihan ko naman na weekly finals na to. Weekly finals na. Kailangan all out talaga, all out. Pero pakiramdam ko, ako lang to, medyo sumobra lang ng konti, nagumaspang yung execution. Parang yung una, sino po yung yung nakaputi? Ano po pangalan ng nakaputi?
Jared po. Jared.
Okay. Ano pangalan nung naka-red?
Yeah, Calvin po.
Okay. Yung Calvin, no? Calvin, mahusay ka, Calvin. Kaya lang medyo sumobra yung galaw mo ng gano'n. Tinamaan mo yung kasama mo si Jared. Jared, sa susunod pag ganun, huwag ka naman masyado mapikon kasi the show must go on. Tuloy lang yung performance. Medyo na-distract kami dun sa moment na yun. Pero all in all, good game played, high intensity. Ito score nyo. No suspensions pero 25,000 each. Tapos may bonus yung isa pang nakaputi, yung may ganun sa braso.
Si Gary po.
Oo, Gary.
Yung bumelo.
Oo, Gary, ang husay mo, inagaw mo yung show, may 10,000 pesos.
Okay, Robbie
Ako
Horado
naman,
Robbie.
Horado Raya.
Horaya.
Horaya. Unang-una, sabihin ko, ano ulit yung pangalan ng nakapula?
Calvin po.
Calvin.
Calvin.
Si Calvin, alam ko matagal na siyang pinapanood ng mga tao eh. Malakas siya sa madlang people. Isa siya sa mga rason kung bakit tayo napapanood ng madlang people eh. Kasi gusto talaga ng madlang people na matalo si Calvin parate. Madlang people! Gusto nilang makitang nahihirapan tong tao. Pero ito lang gusto kong sabihin kay Calvin. Calvin, matagal ka ng kupal. Matagal ka ng kupal. At pasalamat ka, yun lang ginawa ni Jared sa'yo. Yung kay Jared naman, bro, relax lang, hinay-hinay lang. Hinay-hinay lang. Palagay ko medyo nasobrahan ka sa sa kuryente. Baka napakain ka ng Meralco ng kuryente kaya nasobrahan ka eh. Ito na lang. Itong score nyo. Para kay Calvin, 1-game suspension
Okay.
at saka 30,000 pesos.
Okay.
Kung titingnan mo rin yung mga binigyan kong sanction dati, si Pingris, kahit gumanong-ganon na siya, 3 games lang yung suspension.
Oo.
Kaya kung isusuma mo, ito parang 1-game suspension lang. Tig 1 game lang, tapos tig 30,000 sila.
Kasama si Jared.
Si Jared, pareho lang. Pero
Oh.
si Gary David, bibigyan ko pa siya ng 10,000 dun sa ginawa niya. Kasi natawa talaga ako eh.
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! At yan po ang ating Showtime Horados laying down the law. I think we should do that on all things that are controversial. It needs to be Showtime Horados.
Oh, Komet will love this.
Oh my God, he will. We're gonna get a call. We're gonna get a call for this.
Monday 1 p.m. is the dreaded meeting with
Yeah,
Commissioner.
so that's why we can talk about it right now because it's still about what 45 minutes away according to our watch. If you're watching the replay, you already know the sanction. We don't know yet.
Yeah, you already know who came close.
Yeah. You know, well, let us know. Tweet us if you guys have a Showtime Husga? What? I don't know. What is it?
I don't know.
If you want to be a Horado as well, you can call us up.
Tweet us.
Join in the conversation. Jason enjoyed the Horados on Twitter. Thank you, Jason. Okay. Let's get now to who did you see this week? Let's it's one of my favorite segments here on the show. And then we're gonna add another segment a little bit later on. I didn't tell you guys about this, but that's the point of it. But right now, let's do who did you see this week? And because of demand and the words of "I will walk out if I don't go first," Robbie Raya will go first.
Okay, there's 2 parts to this story.
Holy shit! Oh
So
God!
on Saturday night, I was...
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's explain. Let's explain the segment first. This is, of course, a segment that originated from Mr. Nico Ramos.
Yeah, because I always run into basketball players or personalities. Or,
Anyone from basketball.
anyone from basketball. I always seem to run into them at the mall or wherever, and I always keep saying it. So now we've made it a staple on the show.
Yeah.
Who'd you run into?
Who'd you run into?
So it was my sister's birthday, and she was...
It was also your birthday.
last
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah.
Oh, sabi mo,
Unfortunately,
magpapapugon ka ngayon eh.
Oh.
unfortunately, I didn't have birthday sex, but
That's nice to know. That is, we were waiting for that information.
so back to the story. So I was lining up outside sa Aracama, and my sister was celebrating her birthday there.
Okay.
So, ang haba ng pila for the guys. And there was this guy, pretty tall guy.
Okay.
So, I was like, ba't dito pumipila? Ba't dumidiretso na lang? Tapos, uy, nakita ko si Aaron. So, si Aaron, kinindatan
Express
niya
lane.
kinindatan niya lang yung mga bouncer. Oy, it's me, bro. Tapos sabi ko,
Huwag ka
oy,
sige."
Aaron, papasukin mo ako. Sama mo ako, haba pa ng pila. Sabi, sino ka? So, putang ina, buwisit to ah. Sabi ko, buwisit to, parang hindi kita kilala, parang hindi tayo magkaibigan. Hindi mo man lang ako pinapasok. So, putang ina, lasing, nung medyo matagal na, hinahanap ko si Aaron. Mahanap nga tong ulol na to.
Eventually, nakapasok ka.
Oo, eventually, nakapasok ako. So, pero ang tagal ko siyang hinanap. Nung hinanap ko naman siya, medyo busy. Nakaupo siya sa couch, pare. Nakaupo siya.
Couch?
Naka-couch.
Oo.
Hindi na pumila, naka-couch pa.
VIP.
Wow.
He had his pimp costume on. The white hat.
Fur coat.
Oo, kulang na lang.
Oh my
Cheers,
God.
old sport.
Oh my God!
Tapos nakaupo siya sa couch. Tapos kaliwat kanan, may kakbay na chicks. Sabi ko, Aaron, pengin naman. Assist ka naman dyan.
Pa-surplus ka naman.
Pa-surplus.
Surprise ka naman. Okay.
Okay, sabihin ko, 90% of that story is
False.
false.
Yung-
Pero nakita ko siya sa Aracama.
It was I went there. I was hanging out with some of the guys from capital cities. They were there, and kita ko sabi ko, uy, puta, Robbie Raya.
The real
Robbie Raya. Pucha, lapit siya sa akin, bro. Pachiks ka naman. Yes. Yun, totoo yun. Yun talaga eh. and me entering that. I'll give you that. That one was true. But my who did you run into this week?
Can I go first? 'Cause
Oh,
mine
sige,
is
sige,
very,
sige.
very
Sige.
unexciting.
Oh, sige.
I thought I didn't run into anyone. I really thought I didn't. I was trying to think, but when you started the story about Arakama, I remembered. I was at the restaurant, a couple of places next to Arakama, Katsu.
Katsu, yeah.
Katsu. So I was sitting outside. I was with friends and
Friends.
Friend.
oh no, sina Gio and Jot the
Jot
stat
Sulit,
guy.
yeah.
Jot
Jot the
Sulit the
stat
stat guy. We were there, and then Jot Sulit the stat guy actually tells me, bro. So of course, being the trained professional that I am, I slowly look over to his direction that he was pointing at, and I saw a semerad.
Oh shit.
Look, a wild semerad appears, and I had no idea which one it was.
Oh shit.
I was like, ooh, it's a semerad.
There's no number.
Yeah,
You don't
there's no
know which
number.
one.
And then he looks over, and then he spots me with my startled look, and he goes, Nico! And I go,
Semerad.
I honestly go, and then I saw the girlfriend. I saw Gwen.
Okay.
Still don't know. if
That
it's
doesn't.
David
That
or
doesn't.
Anthony,
That
but
doesn't
it's
mean,
one of theirs.
That doesn't
So
mean shit to me. It's
I was like, bro! And then the stupidest thing, because all I could say was, bro! Congrats on the championship, bro. It's been a while.
it's been a couple of weeks,
That
months,
sucked.
something like that.
Sucked. I was like, oh, forget me.
Speaking of, I'll do this one for you, man. This one's for you.
Uh-oh.
My who did you see this week is some guy that you played against, actually.
Oh, he must have schooled me.
Oh man, I saw Jello Montecastro twice.
Wow.
Twice. It was
He did school me.
Friday in Arakama. No, Friday in Privé, and then Saturday in Arakama.
Back-to-back nights?
Back-to-back nights. And this motherfucker
Bad
walking
boy.
around the club in shorts. I was like, motherfucker, how do you do that? Like I had to.
How'd he get in?
I don't know. I had to tip the bouncer just to let me in. Fucker just is wearing shorts and like loafers and shit. I'm like, dude, bye mo. Ano ba?
Both times?
The second time in Arakama, and he was with Sinapao Rod and them, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I looked down and I was like, dude, you're in shorts. Like, do you know that you're in shorts? I don't think he
It's
knew.
not Arakama lunch.
No, it's not. It's not the breakfast moment in Arakama. It was the nighttime. He had beer, and I was like, all right. And the funny thing was, yesterday, I didn't see him out, but yesterday I saw Carlo Lastimosa at the game. And then me and Carlo always mess around with each other. We're always making fun of each other. And I was like, oh, mo hindi ka lasing ngayon. He's like, oh, naka polo shirt button down, ganun. Oh, pare, dumiretso na ako dito.
To a game?
Apparently, I know he was joking, but medyo may amoy chiko na konti. Pero ano naman yan eh. Okay lang yan. Whoa, all right. Let's add this brand new segment on the show.
I hate surprises on this show.
It's inspired by one of our favorite podcasts in the world, The Starters.
Hey, yo!
They really did inspire us to really do this. They were the ones that really made me think of really making a podcast. And I always wanted to do this segment because they have this segment called the Pun Gun. Okay. And I was always thinking it would be so fun to do the Pun Gun with Tagalog names, with Filipino names.
Shit.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna be doing the Pun Gun every week, and we're gonna be using somebody that's in Philippine basketball. Like they would use Robert Sacre or something like that. So you need to use the name and make a pun out of it. Okay. Very simple.
I suck at that.
Oh shit! This is gonna be fun then. This is gonna be incredibly fun.
Oh, my
If you guys are watching online, you can hit us up on Twitter. I'll be reading your responses as well. We'll try and keep this as real time as possible. And we start out with the number one, well, pretty much the number one name in the PBA. We'll start out. Let's have some fun with Mark Aguiwa.
Okay.
So-
Mark Aguiwa.
Make your puns out of Mark Aguiwa. Mark
That's
Aguiwa.
tough. You didn't see any fourth quarter action last night?
No, he didn't. Because he was trying to go in, and it was like, Coach, can I come in? And he goes, Kagiwag. Kagiwag. Diyan ka lang.
Uh, Carlo Lastimosa asked Bong Ramos,
Uh-huh.
Coach, pwede ko ba i-ISO si Mark? Gagi, wag!
Yan. Pwede. Robbie. Nothing? Holy shit, man. You really are bad at this.
Yes, I'm bad.
Man,
at
I think I gotta inform you guys of the
it.
name.
Yes.
Holy shit, this sucks. It's supposed to be on the fly. Raya.
Okay. Si
Oh, fuck. This is not gonna be good. Oh, my God.
okay.
You know,
Kasi
you know what? We'll just get your last one and then we'll wrap
Alright.
up the show. We'll wrap up the show. Fucking A.
I think fans are still expecting a lot out of Kagiwa. Pero I think
This is bad.
he's nearing yung twilight of he might be in the twilight of his career.
Uh-huh.
Kaya feeling ko Mark Kagiwa la nang matitira.
Oh. And with that, we end the show. That was horrible. I wanted to try something new. Apparently, it didn't work. Some things you make, some things you don't. That's the way it goes. All right.
Hey, at least we tried.
At least we tried.
That was awful.
That was horrible. We will
one
make
of the
sure
lowest points
of this Slam Radio. Yeah. Ever. We've done some
We'll
crazy
admit
shit.
that.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Yeah.
We're gonna make sure we edit this one out.
Yeah. Jared's gonna pin us down for that
Okay,
one.
so okay, the editing will start. All right, well that wraps up the show. Great show today, everybody.
Fantastic
So,
job.
man,
Solid work all around.
Everybody was
Yeah.
perfect. Not one thing was out of sync. We didn't do anything like we would regret.
Nope, not at all.
No new segments whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, it's at Aaron Ataide, right there on the bottom, at Nico RMS, and at the real Robbie Raya, because don't follow at the fake Robbie Raya. That's
Or if you want to make fake Robbie Raya.
Oh, that would be badass.
Not Robbie Raya.
Oh,
Kaso
man.
baka masyado ng marami.
Actually, yeah, I wanted to talk about that one time. We'll talk about it next week probably.
Gasgas na yung mga
there's
gasgas
too
na yung
many.
mga fake accounts.
There's
ko
too
eh.
many. There's too many.
I'm too popular.
Fucking A. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Make sure you also hit up slamonlineph.com. Coming up next, if you're watching the replay, it is BNO Live, the BNO podcast. You guys have any final greetings? Pugon didn't bring us chicken.
UP fight, Coach Ronnie. UP fight.
Welcome, Coach Ronnie. Welcome.
We're out. Peace.